Good morning. It's Savannah. It's Sunday Chakra Yoga. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Let's just start out getting grounded, finding a comfortable seat, taking a couple of those Kripalu cleansing breaths. Deep breath in through the nose and let it out. Let's do that 2 more times. Deep breath in. And once more. Just bringing the energy down to the earth. And connecting with the body, with the breath. I'd like you to bring the right palm to the belly and the left hand to the center of the chest, and just find some ease here, some softness. Let the spine be long, the shoulders and the jaw relaxed. Today, we're going to be working with the Manipura, the solar plexus chakra, fire, and the heart chakra, the Anahata, which is air. So some of you already know that the full moon is in Gemini, which is an air sign. And the sun right now is in Sagittarius, which is a sign of fire. Fire and air need each other to exist. One doesn't exist without the other. Fire is the energy that's created through oxygen, through air. So we'll delve a little bit into our fire, into our bellies, and we'll do some heart opening. So the third chakra, the Manipura, the solar plexus, the sound, the seed sound of this chakra is Ram. We'll be doing a little chanting too before we get up and move. The color is yellow. The planet is Mars, which is passion and action. It also connects to the sun. So we'll do some sun breaths. And the guna is Raha, which is again action. It's that energy that propels you forward. It's about fire, power, transformation, energy. Some herbs that you can work with for the solar plexus are cinnamon, ginger, can burn sandalwood incense, any herbs that are activating, that are heat. And it corresponds to the sense of sight. And I'd like to read you a little quote by Mahabharata. What is this life flowing in our bodies like fire? What is it? Life is like a hot iron, ready to pour. Choose the mold, and life will burn it. So continuing to breathe, making that connection between fire and air, between solar plexus and heart chakra. And the heart chakra, Anahata. Oh, one thing I forgot to tell you, Manipura means lustrous gem, which is very beautiful. So the heart chakra, Anahata, which means unstruck or unbroken. So there's always a piece of our heart that is untouched. The element of air. And here we're calling forth love and balance and unity, healing. The sense is touch. The guna is raha or sattva. And sattva, sattvic energy is that divine energy, that pure energy that we strive for through our practice. The color is green. The planet is Venus, the planet of love. Some herbs that you can work with are lavender, yarrow, jasmine. And lavender and yarrow you can either drink in a tea or you can burn. Yarrow is great for protection, lavender for calming. And yarrow is a native herb that you can find growing when it's time. And I'll read you a little thing about the heart chakra, and then we'll get into some chanting, some movement, some breath work to activate these centers. If at any point you'd like to move the hands down to the lap, please do. Just continuing to keep the energy inside, perhaps tuning into the chakra as we discuss it, focusing on the center of the chest, envisioning the color green, and letting the heart be soft and open and receptive. This quote is by Swami Kripalu. Truly the wise proclaim love is the only path. Love is the only God, and love is the only scripture. Only love can bring unity and remove the separation between all living beings. Only love purifies the body and mind. Love is not far away. It is as close as your own heart. You can find it living there without walking a single step. All right. So maybe switching the cross of the legs if that's become uncomfortable. We won't be sitting down for too long. So the sound of the Manipura, the seed sound is Ram, and then the heart chakra is Lam. So it's Ram and Lam. Often we're chanting Om, but we'll chant Ram and Lam. So melting that tailbone down to the earth. And keeping the belly soft and receptive. Inhale the shoulders up and back. Lifting gently through the back of the neck. Let's start with some sun breaths. So inhale the arms around and up. And then exhale right back down. So we're making the shape of the sun. Inhale. Calling forth that sun energy. Action, transformation. Fire. The next time we exhale, we'll chant Ram. Ram. 2 more times. Ram. Focusing the energy in the belly. Inhale. Ram. Bring the hands to rest on the knees. Take a moment just to feel the vibration. Feel into that solar plexus. Tune into the fire. Now we'll do a little Kapalabhati, which is why I said to clear your nose, because things will come out if they're in there. So grounding, finding a comfortable seat. If you need to stretch the legs out, do. If you need to come into a hero, do. Always be comfortable. Relaxed posture. So Kapalabhati is a deep inhale, and then drawing the belly button up and expelling through the nose. So let's take a deep breath in. Let's let that go. Deep, full breath in. And begin. And let the breath practice go. And take a moment just to feel. Another name for this breath practice is the skull polishing breath. Perhaps you feel a little brighter and more shiny in the crown. Inhaling the left arm up to the sky, maybe circling that wrist. Rooting down through left hip, breathe in, lengthen, and then exhale over to the side. Inhale, come right back up, and exhale over to the other side. So we were doing sun breaths before, and I like to call this a moon breath. It's a little bit more fluid. We're still making that circle. We're tuning in now to the heart. Anahata. Unbroken. Feminine energy. Soft. Gentle. Graceful. Flowing like the moon. Maybe even closing the eyes and in your mind's eye envisioning that beautiful, bright, full moon in Gemini. Dropping into breath. Breath, the element of air. The Anahata. And then coming back to center. Let's inhale the arms up. Bringing the hands to heart center, we'll chant Lam. Lam. 2 more times. Lam. So think about drawing that moon energy into the heart. Inhale. Lam. And place a hand on the belly and a hand on the heart. Connect, air, fire. Balance. This moon is calling forth balance. Let's stand up. I actually have a notebook with things written down today. I'm getting so studious with yoga. Okay. So I'm going to step the legs a little bit wide. Toes turned out just a little bit. I'm going to do, it's called a wood chopper. So the sound that corresponds with the Manipura is ah. So AH, ah. Maybe just do it, ah. So that's the sound. We have the seed sound, and then we have the syllables, I suppose. So keep the knees loose. Maybe do a little shimmy, shake. Get out any tension. Inhale the arms up, bringing the palms together. If you can, interlace all but the pointer finger. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. And then we swing it between the legs. Ha! Ah! 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 2 more times. Ah! Ah! Oh, and then come back to center. Let the arms come down. Bring the feet together. Whew. Maybe you feel a little heady. If you're dizzy, keep the eyes open. Otherwise, close them. Bring a palm to the belly and a hand to the heart. Make that connection. Air, fire, moon, sun. Love and action. Good job. Let's do a little Brastrika, which is a bellow breath, which is another activating breath. So we're going to inhale the arms up, maybe slight bend in the knees here. And exhale, we take the hands down in fists, and then we exhale through the nose. It's like sort of a Kapalabhati, but I make that ha sound and I don't even know what I'm doing. So we inhale the arms up. Jump starting that engine. And release it. One hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Fire, air, connect. Now bending the knees slightly. Let's inhale the arms out at shoulder length. Maybe send the gaze up. And then exhale, curling the spine, wrapping yourself in a hug. So inhale, pressing into the feet, opening up, opening that heart, and then exhale, receive that love, receive your love. Inhale. And exhale. Flowing through with your own breath. Energy of air. Anahata. Unbroken. Sense of touch. Maybe switching the cross of the arms. Move through this 2 more times. When you're done, coming back to center, finding a mountain. So feel as if roots are growing from the bottoms of your feet. Feel anchored and steady. Activate the legs. Allow the tailbone to tuck between the legs. Lift through the crown. And bring the right palm to the center of the chest and the left hand on top. Breathing in through the back of the heart, up through the crown, and exhaling through third eye into heart chakra. Inhale, back of heart, into crown. Exhale, third eye, into front of heart. Take a few breaths this way. Sending the air flowing through the channel of the heart chakra. Maybe envisioning the color green. And maybe finding that piece of your heart that is unbroken. That is whole and luminous. Stepping the legs a little bit wide, you may need to shift your mat situation. Turning the toes out slightly. Bringing the left hand to rest on left thigh. Inhale the right arm up. Root down through the feet and then exhale, bending over to the right. Inhale, come up. Exhale, other side, full moon. Flow through each side. A couple more times. That beautiful feminine lunar energy. And then coming back to center, bending through the knees, coming into goddess legs. So toes are turned out, knees are pressing back. Knees and the toes should line up. Let that tailbone drop to the earth. Shoulders are loose and easy. Jaws relaxed. Long spine. Feel that powerful goddess energy. Moon energy. Bring the arms into cactus. Drawing shoulder blades towards one another. See how low you can go. So pressing the knees away, drawing shoulder blades together. Feeling steady here, open, powerful. We're opening up the heart and the solar plexus here. Making again that connection between air and fire. And then inhale, come up. Drop the left palm to the left thigh and bend over to the side. Inhale, center, and then exhale, goddess. Inhale, rise, and bend to the other side. So we'll flow through this a few times. Calling forth that powerful goddess moon energy. Feel powerful here. A little affirmation for the Manipura is I can. For the heart, I love. Maybe I can love. Let's go once more to each side. And then coming back to center and either stepping the feet together or hop. Coming to the top of your mat. Inhale the arms up. Lengthen and then exhale, hinge forward, forward fold. Take a little movement here. Maybe a little side to side, sway. Leaning the weight towards the balls of the feet. Pressing into the earth, using that connection. Everything begins with earth, everything. Rolling shoulders away from the ears, pressing through the backs of the legs. And then inhale, come up halfway. And exhale, step back, plank. So here we're activating both the solar plexus and the heart chakra. So drawing the belly button into the spine, pressing back through the heels, reach forward with that heart. Allow heat to build, allow energy to be present. Energy is the fire of transformation. Breathe into it. And then letting the pelvis come down to the earth. Tops of feet come down to the earth. And then replacing palms with elbows. Coming into a sphinx pose. So press the pelvis into the earth. Press the tops of the feet. Press the elbows, the palms. Allow that heart to shine, unbroken. Take a deep breath in. Let's chant Lam. Lam. And then bringing palms next to ribs, curling toes underneath. And if you can, press up and all the way back into down dog. If not, find your way there any way that's comfortable. And take some movement. Let the body do whatever it wants to come into posture, to find space, freedom, expansion. Perhaps stillness is where you're finding freedom this morning. And from here, we'll come to Warrior One. So if you know you like to come to Warrior One from hands and knees, please come to hands and knees. Otherwise, lift that right leg up towards the sky and exhale, bring it up to the center of the hands. Stepping that back foot forward just a little bit, finding a stance that's comfortable for you. Pressing the feet into the earth, using that belly strength, that fire, that manipura, and coming up. Warrior One. Taking a deep breath in, lengthening, pressing through that left heel, ending into the right knee. Right hip is tracking back, left hip flexor forward. Feel strong, powerful. I can. Let's do a little Brastrika, a little bellows breath. So inhale. And then arms come back to the sky. And then come into those goddess arms. And just breathe here. Breathe and feel. Grounded in your powerful legs, yet open through your beautiful, tender heart. Feeling that energy of fire moving through you. Sacred fire. All ceremony begins with fire. And then bring the palms together and step the left foot up to the top of the mat. Bring the right hand to the belly, left hand to the heart, and simply feel air, fire, sun and moon. Inhale the arms around and up, sun breath. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Plant the palms. Exhale, step back to plank. Pressing the earth away, fingers spread wide, drawing that belly button in and lengthening the spine. Opening the heart. Make the connection. And then allowing the pelvis to melt down towards the earth. Tops of feet come to earth. Elbows replace hands. Coming into Sphinx. Feet can be close together or wide apart. I prefer mine to be wide apart. It's more comfortable for me. Press into the elbows. Feel the expansion of the chest. And just breathe. I'm going to give the turtle an apple. I'm so sorry. Just give me 1 second. Hey, apple, look, come on. So sorry. If I don't give him an apple, it'll make that crazy noise the whole time we're practicing yoga. Oh, let's take a deep breath in and chant Lam together on the exhale. Inhale. Lam. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Lam. And then bringing the hands next to the ribs, curling the toes underneath and pressing up and back, down dog. Maybe giving the head a little shake, yes and no. Any movement that feels good. And then we'll come to warrior one on this side. So whoever you'd like to bring that left foot forward. If you're in down dog, inhaling the left leg up and exhale, bringing it through, or coming from table. And stepping that right foot forward just a bit, finding a solid stance, solid foundation, pressing feet into the earth and using that belly to come up. Drawing tailbone down, pressing through the back of that right knee, right hamstring, right calf. Hips are even. Inhale, the arms up. And we'll do a little Brastrika. So deep breath in. And then let the arms float to the sky. Find a neutralizing breath. Keeping the eyes open for balance. And then coming into those goddess arms. Maybe you even want to send the gaze up as you open your heart. And play with your balance. Inhale the arms up, step forward, exhale, hands to heart center. Bring the right hand to the belly, the left hand to the heart. Closing the eyes. And just feeling. Maybe you need a sip of water or moon tea. These breaths that we're doing, Brastrika and Kapalabhati, are very activating, building a lot of heat, perhaps drying the vocal cords. So we'll do a little moon flow and then we'll get down. Little tribute to our beautiful moon. So coming to one side of the mat, facing the long edge. Find your mountain. And settle there. Pressing the feet into the earth, lengthening the spine. Inhale the arms up. And interlacing all but the pointer finger, releasing shoulders from ears. Breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Release the hands, arms come shoulder length. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, step wide. Come to goddess. Take a couple breaths here. And then inhale, coming up, 5-pointed star. Turning the right toes to face the short edge of the mat. Left toes come in, arms spread wide. Press into the feet. Lengthen. Open up that heart. And send the left hip back. Reach forward with right fingertips coming to Trikonasana triangle. Pressing the feet into the earth. Feeling that expansion. Opening up both chakras here. Connection between air and fire. Breathe into it. And then left hand will come down. Back toes will spin forward. Pressing into the feet. Inhale, come up, warrior one. Take a couple of breaths here, finding a steady posture. And then left arm comes back, right arm forward, find warrior two. Send the gaze over the front middle finger. Breathe. I can. I love. And then straightening that front leg, bringing both toes to face the corners of the mat. Inhale. And then exhale, stepping to the other side. Palms come together at heart center. Close the eyes. Feel. Take a deep breath in, arms come around and up. Interlacing the fingers, all but the pointer. Another noisemaker, excuse me. Oh my goodness. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend over to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center, and once again, we'll step the legs wide. Coming into 5-pointed star, and then exhaling, goddess. Take a breath or two. And then inhale, come back up, 5-pointed star, and turning to face the opposite direction. I can't, it's very confusing with the camera. Pressing into the feet, inhale, lifting through the center of the chest, pressing the hip back, reaching forward with fingertips and coming Trikonasana. And take a few breaths here. Allow yourself to settle into posture. And then sending that right arm down to the earth, back toes spin forward, and walking the foot up perhaps a little bit, pressing into feet. Inhale, up, warrior one. And then sending the left arm forward, right arm back, coming to warrior two. Take a couple breaths here. Feeling strong and grounded. Milo. He's mad because I took his toy, but I don't know what's worse. Okay. And then bringing the feet back to face front, inhaling the arms up, and exhale, palms come together. I apologize for my distractions. Bringing the right hand to the belly, left hand to the center of the chest. Take a couple of breaths here. Breathing in air. And exhaling fire. Inhale air. Exhale fire. One more. Breathe in air. And exhale fire. And then bringing the hands to the hips for balance. Finding a soft gazing point. Do a little tree into a warrior three, since this moon is about balance. Drawing the weight into the left foot, drawing the left hip bone into the socket, squeezing everything towards the center and rotating that right hip open. The tailbone melt down as the crown lifts, and then come to your tree. And just being mindful to keep the foot away from the knee joint, protecting it. wasn't made to push out from the side. Pressing foot into leg and leg into foot. Bringing the palms together at heart center and then come into lotus mudra. So pinkies together, thumbs together, all the fingers separate. And then from here, lift that up to the sky. If you like, opening your branches. Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna give him the toy back because I don't know what to do. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Okay. So hopefully you're still in tree. If not, maybe come back in. Bring the palms back to heart center. Press into that standing leg. Release that right foot. And begin to hinge forward. Maybe there's a slight bend in the left knee. Coming to warrior three. Maybe pigeon toeing that back leg slightly, reaching through the heel, reaching forward with the heart. And then as gracefully as possible, bring that right knee forward. Allow the foot to come to the earth. Bring right palm to belly, left hand to center of chest. Take a couple of breaths, air and fire. I'm gonna feed the cat. 2 seconds. Oh, thank you for being so patient with me this morning. I apologize for the disruptions. Bringing the hands to the hips. Bring the weight into the right foot. Jaw right hip bone into socket. Squeeze everything towards center. And open up that left thigh and come to your tree on this side. Breath is deep and full. Gaze is steady. Hands can come to Anjali Mudra. Pressing foot into leg and leg into foot. Come into Lotus Mudra. Sending that heart energy out through fingertips. And then reaching arms up. If you like, opening up. So opposing signs, Gemini, Sagittarius, Sun and Moon, reflected, balance. And also remembering that there is no real balance. At least things are always moving, balancing. So if you fall out, maybe fall out into a beautiful yoga posture. And then come back in. And then bring the hands to heart center. Send the left knee out in front. And when you're ready, begin to hinge forward, coming to warrior three. Sending that left leg back. Pressing into the standing leg. Woo. And holding a space of great compassion for yourself. And then as gracefully as possible, coming out. Releasing the hands. Maybe shaking out the leg. Bring right palm to belly, left hand to heart. Take a couple of breaths. Breathing in air, exhaling fire. making that connection. And coming to the top of your mat if you're not there already. Inhaling the arms around and up, sun. Exhale, hinge, forward, forward, forward. Inhale, coming up halfway. Exhale, planting the palms, step back, plank. Hold that fire. Breathe into the energy of transformation. Take a deep breath in. Little Kapalabhati. Allow the knees to come to the earth. Send the hips back to the heels. Bring the hands to the thighs and take a moment here to just breathe and feel. If this stance isn't comfortable for you and you have a block available, you can bring it in between the legs, or perhaps a cushion to sit on would make it more comfortable. If it's comfortable staying here, hero, and interlacing the fingers behind you, this is a nice place to have a strap or a scarf or a sock or whatever you can grab onto. Pressing the tailbone down towards the earth. Inhale and lift the heart up towards the sky. And then exhale, folding forward into Yoga Mudra. Either top of head or forehead coming to earth. You can have a block there or a pillow to land on if you don't quite make it. Think about opening the heart, drawing the fists back. And breathe. Big, full belly breaths. And then pressing the tops of feet and shins into the earth. Inhale, come up. Perhaps again here, a little back bend. And then release the hands. And swinging the legs out in front. Take a little walk to the center of your mat. Find that place where you're balanced on sits bones, drawing knees towards your feet on the earth to begin. Allow the tailbone to release, lifting through the back of the neck. Open that heart. If you'd like, you can send the legs out. Coming into Navasana. Maybe holding on, or perhaps for a little more heat, you'd like to extend the arms forward. Keeping that spine long, heart open. Let's do a little Kapalabhati if it feels okay. Inhale. And then bringing the soles of the feet together, knees apart, allowing them to float down to the earth, fold forward. Release a big old sigh. Coming down to a cooling posture. Moon energy. Soft, gentle. And then pressing into the sits bones and outer edges of foot, rise up. And coming down onto elbows. Just do a little side to side. And then allowing the whole upper body to come down to the earth. Heels coming towards hips. Hips width apart. Press down into the feet. And inhale, lift. Coming into a bridge. You can either keep the arms at the sides, pressing down, or if you like, interlace the fingers underneath. Press into the back of the head, to the shoulders. Shins drawing forward, pelvis lifting towards the sky, but relax the buttocks. Drawing the heart in the opposite direction of the shins. Let's chant Lam here. Deep breath in. Lam. And let's chant Ram here. Deep breath in. Ram. Releasing the clasp of the hands and slowly, slowly let your spine release to the earth, one vertebra at a time. Laying down the pearl necklace of the spine. And pearl is actually Gemini's stone, or one of them. So that's something. Draw the knees into the chest. Man, make some circles around the sternum, sacrum, or wherever. And I meant sacrum. Ooh, I think my head's still a little bit in the clouds with this Gemini energy, honestly. Oh, take the circles in the opposite direction. And then draw the right knee into the chest. Lengthen the left leg down along the mat, flexing the foot. Maybe a little circular motion with that right knee, loosening up the hip. And then taking hold of the right knee with the left hand, go ahead and send it over towards the left, maybe scooting that left shoulder blade over. And sending the gaze over to the right if that feels comfortable. If you'd like a little more of a stretch, you can lengthen that right leg and take hold of the foot with the left hand, extending the right arm out long. Pressing through the left heel. Breathing. Breathing into that heart. Perhaps envisioning the color green, color of earth. I love. Maybe even I am love. Because you are. And then if you're holding on to that toe, releasing it, find your way back to center. Maybe pressing feet into the earth and lifting hips. And then lifting head and shoulders just to come back to center. Drawing the left knee into the chest, lengthening the right leg long across the mat. Maybe some circles with that left knee, loosening up the hip. And then taking hold of left knee with right hand, sending it over to the right and scooting that right shoulder blade over until you find yourself in a place that feels comfortable. Sending the gaze over to the left if that feels okay in the neck. If you'd like a little more, taking that left foot into right hand. Lengthening the right leg. And breathing. Twists are good for releasing toxins in the body, which is essentially transformation, and they come from the belly, they come from the Manipura. I can. Maybe even I can do anything. How big can you dream? Take one more breath here. And then untwisting and coming back to center. Bringing the feet to the earth and then lifting feet towards sky and coming right into happy baby, grabbing onto toes or inner or outer edges of feet. Allow the shoulder blades to melt down, even towards one another. Open that heart. Feel the belly expanding with each breath. Breathing in air and exhaling fire. Draw the knees into the chest, giving yourself one final squeeze, and really receive that love you're giving yourself in this moment. In gratitude and reverence for your body, for your breath, for your spirit. Take any final movements that may be calling you. And then allow yourself to settle into Shavasana. Finding a comfortable position. Letting everything become heavy and still. Melting into the support of the earth. Perhaps palms are facing up for receiving, heart opening. Or perhaps you'd like to keep one hand on the belly and one on the heart to continue to make that air and fire connection, that Manipura and Anahata connection. Allowing the breath to be natural, gentle, soothing air moving through your body. Letting the support of the earth embrace you and hold you. So you allow all of that beautiful work to integrate into the body. Just be. In addition to the powerful opposition of signs in this moon, there will be a lunar eclipse on Monday, which is quite special and powerful. There's a book called We Moon, Gaia Rhythms for Women. And it's a calendar that corresponds to the moon. And there's beautiful writing and poetry from women all around the world. And this one is called Eclipse. Go home. Light a bonfire in the heart of your community. Hang lanterns from the trees like constellations. Dance in circles in the dark, alone and together, as the wheel turns. And chakras are known as the wheels. Begin to deepen your breath, my friends. Invite some movement back into the body. Moving in any way that's nourishing for reawakening. Eventually you'll find yourself back in Sukhasana, but take your time. The moon takes her time to reach fullness. When you find yourself in Sukhasana, keep the gaze inward, eyes closed. Bring the hands together at heart center. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. May there be peace in your mind, in your body, and in your heart. May you share this peace with whomever you meet. Carry it wherever you go. And if you should lose it, may you be kind to yourself. Take a bow to your beautiful heart. And we bow to each other, honoring the light within each of us. Mark, Tracy, Carla, Isabel. Thank you.